Hello! Oh my god, it is me, once again, the creepy one. Now I bet y'all didn't expect to be seeing me so soon. Well, Bannock 13, your creepy uncle, is always full of nasty surprises. And here's one here, Darksiders 3, the collector's edition. I picked this up yesterday, directly after uploading my Challenge Rift video. So a lot of you that watch my Challenge Rift videos, if you watched yesterday's, or the one that I uploaded yesterday, the most recent one, then you'd know that I was picking up Darksiders. I mentioned it in my video, and I actually picked it up right before work. I was in a huge rush, so there was no chance to record an unboxing until after work, but I was just too wrecked, and I looked like shit. So here it is now. We're going to unbox it. Now, Darksiders 3 is getting a lot of average to bad reviews at the moment. It's not getting very positive feedback at all, and that's a shame because I have been really looking forward to this. It's been 6 years in the making, since Darksiders 2. 6 years to wait. You'd think that the game would be polished and it would be amazing and it wouldn't disappoint, but apparently it is. And I'm playing Red Dead Redemption 2 at the moment, which I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to start playing Darksiders 3 until I'm completely done with Red Dead 2. But Red Dead 2, I think, was in production for 8 years, and that is phenomenal. It's just an absolute masterpiece of a game, so it's disappointing to think that just 2 years less in 6 years they didn't get this one right. Visually, from what I've seen, and I haven't played it yet on my 4K TV, but visually it looks very cartoony, and it doesn't really look that appealing visually, just from videos that I've seen. But I'm going to, judge all the game myself once I start playing it. So, feedback aside, I don't care what people think. I'm going to play it myself. Now, Darksiders, as far as the series goes, I absolutely fell in love with it after playing part 1, and I was a bit late to the party with part 1. It was like, I think I bought it, it was a discounted price, and what actually appealed to me at first, or what sucked me in, what caught my attention was the cover. It was like a really glossy kind of, it had like a horse, and War was mounting his horse. It looked like a fantasy, really nice sort of artwork cover. That caught my eye first. I had a look at it. It was cheap. I bought it, took it home, loved it. Couldn't believe that I never heard of it before. So after that, because I fell in love with part 1 so much, which was a fantastic game, I pre-ordered part 2, Collectors, which I'll show you in a second what I got with my Darksiders 2 Collector's Edition. I got this. It's Death's Mask. So I pre-ordered this. This is worth it just alone for the mask. Really cool looking mask there, Death's Mask. And the game was good, but not as good as part 1. Definitely not as good as part 1. If part 1 was a 9, part 2 was like a 7 or a 7.5 in my opinion. But that was it was 6 years ago, so maybe my memory is a bit hazy, but I definitely think that part 2 was a bit more forgettable than part 1. Part 1 is still imprinted in my brain. I still remember enjoying it and loving the game. Part 2, not so much. A bit more forgettable, but still good. So this one looks like it's going to be the most disappointing out of all of them so far, and I hope they don't get any worse, because I think there's still going to be a 4th one, or I assume that there'd have to be a 4th one coming up. The four horsemen, so 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, so surely this, after 3 games, there'll have to be a 4th one, but depends. If this one doesn't do well, who knows what they'll do. Anyway, back to the good stuff. So, I don't even have to take this thing off, actually. So when I actually picked this up, it was, there was no plastic on it. So I was a bit worried that it's been tampered with, but lo and behold, when I had a look in there, look what we got here. Foam. Yes, what I've always wanted. Collectible foam. So, first piece here is cardboard satchel thingy, and opening up the cardboard satchel thingy, we have, yes, the game, of course, Darksiders 3. What else have we got? Ooh, a secret code, which I'm not going to show in case someone tries to steal my secret code, but just you get the 2 DLCs and some sort of armor pack with that. Let's have a look at the steel case. Oh, this looks nice. I like this. Really cool looking case. Oh, that looks absolutely awesome. So you can see on certain angles her hair lights up. Check that out. It's just interfering with the lighting. It's a bit glossy. But if you were here with your creepy uncle right now, you'd see that on certain angles, her hair and her weapon there light up. So that's a really cool case, really cool collectible case. That's nice. I don't usually like steel cases that much. Like, I'll take them if they're part of the collectible, the collector's edition, but I wouldn't go out of my way to collect steel cases, is what I'm trying to say. What's this? So, Darksiders original soundtrack. And CDs. Remember those CDs? They still do CDs. It won't be long until you get like a USB stick with like the original soundtrack. This is really cool though. Like a nice little cover there where there's like a track listing of all the music. I don't know what the hell the music is like. If it's heavy metal, I'll definitely like it. I'm into my heavy stuff. But if it's kind of just atmospheric type stuff, then I probably won't really enjoy that. Either way, it's going into the cupboard with all my collectibles in there. And one last thing in here, the art book, which unusually it's like black and white. This image is black and white. I don't know why, it looks just so bland, but love art books. I am a fan of art books. Let's check out what's in here. Oh, nice. Looks like a lot of concept art as well will be appearing. Weapons and such. Serpent holes. Bone lands. So, locations. It looks a little bland to me, this art book. I prefer actual art as opposed to a lot of concept art, but it looks like it's a little bit bland, a little bit boring. But anyway, it's a collectible. I'll definitely check that out. Now, the reason that I got this collector's edition is because I collect statues. I love my figurines. So this is the main reason. No figurine, no statue or anything like that, then I ain't getting no collector's edition unless it's something really awesome that I must have. But I love collectibles and this is why I got this. So let's have a look at Fury. So I've taken her out of the box and it's just another box. So this is kind of like what you'd find in a collectible store with a price tag on it. And it was just wedged inside another box and then it's got like another cover on it. Actually, I'll show y'all. Don't go anywhere. And I promise, there ain't no camera tricks in this video. So what I mean is, here's the empty box and there's just like a cover on that box. And it's like more black and white imagery. I don't keep the boxes anyway. I've had so many boxes that I just started chucking them out because I have my statues and get out of here. I have my statues and figurines on display in my cupboard, which maybe I'll make like a separate video and show y'all in the future once I fill it up a bit more. But the cupboard was filled with boxes, and because I've got everything on display, I'm not one of those nerds that has to keep everything in a box. Like, there's no point if you don't display it as far as I'm concerned, because I'm not going to sell my collectibles anyway, ever. The collectibles, they're for me. I don't care what they're worth. Anyway, let's get to it. So, you've seen the Fury box, this thing here. So she's in there, you can't really see her, there's a lot of plastic, and I'm going to unwrap her now, and I'm going to spare you all the pain of listening to a lot of rustling around and cutting and stuff like that. So we're going to cut to me actually doing, well, I'm going to do all the hard work, and then I'm going to cut to just Fury in all her beautiful glory. Let's check her out, perverts. Boom! There she is. Fury out of the box. So very detailed. She was actually very light. I was surprised. The actual base here was quite heavy, but Fury, the figurine herself, was pretty light. But that's going to be a great addition to my collectibles in my collectible cupboard. That's pretty much the only time that I get collectible editions, when there's a figurine or a statue that comes with it. I love collecting statues and figurines. Otherwise, I'd probably only get it. I don't get collectible editions just for content and down DLCs and things like that. I've got so many games to play. Like I very rarely play DLCs unless it's a game that I'm seriously obsessed with, but that hasn't happened for quite some time. So definitely happy with statues and figurines. Content and stuff like that doesn't really appeal to me for the extra costs. But anyway, thank y'all for tuning in. And if y'all are playing Darksiders 3, let me know in the comments below what you think of it. And also, don't forget to come back, watch my movie reviews and my Diablo 3 videos. Don't forget to subscribe, and remember, your creepy uncle loves you all.